let's begin with the really important stuff. This little ramble ASMR video will be my last one before I have major surgeries. I am finally going to sort out some of my underlying breathing issues. I will be having rather invasive surgeries in the beginning of next week. I am really looking forward to getting better, so I can come back and create more content here on YouTube. Though, of course, I am rather nervous. If you have seen my Patreon or some of my Patreon updates, I have been sharing a little bit more in depth about why I am nervous. But of course, it is always a risk getting anesthesia and being put to sleep during surgery. I will be home from work during my recovery time for a couple of months. I'm not sure how long I will be gone from YouTube, but of course I will leave some kind of community post or smaller, shorter update just to clarify that I am alright. As of yet, I've not had my surgeries, so don't freak out. There will be some kind of update once it is done. But I do think having this sort of health crisis has been putting me through some kind of epiphany, some kind of realization that I want to live a freer life. I've had, since my very early years, I tried to build myself up with owning pretty things, having a pretty home. I have spent way too much money on interior design. I bought a lot of designer furniture. I spent a lot of money to have a nice and pretty home in my late teens and all the way through my mid-20s. I've been very, very bad at focusing on myself, lifestyle things. I haven't put down a lot of money on clothing, travels, health even. I should really instead have focused on some kind of sport or gym membership, working out, getting into that lifestyle instead when I was younger. I am now 30, in my 30s, and I do have a lot of stiffness in my body. And what I've also noticed is whenever I am here home, I've been home now for quite some time preparing for my surgeries, I am going a little bit nuts seeing boxes still. I own this home, I think, soon for 2 whole years. I am going crazy to see all the clutter, and I don't have a lot of makeup, clothes, shoes even, the stuff you need to be out and about. I don't have a lot of that, but I have so much pretty decor. I have paintings, I have posters, I have a billion candle holders. I just started to realize when I'm truly in my true element, I walk into a room that is a clean slate, that is easy to clean, easy to come into, not giving you too much, to call it stimuli up in your head. So I've been decluttering a lot this last weekend. I have started to downsize my collections. You know, I had a lot of anime figurines, mangas, I collect movie mugs, and World of Warcraft memorabilia. All these warm, fuzzy hobbies that do remind me of my childhood, that do remind me of all the nostalgia that I sometimes miss. I think I've been for so many years trapping myself in identifying what I have and not who I am. And these surgeries, this process of decluttering, I feel like I am finally beginning a new life. I just want to keep what's important to me, and I want to share that with you in this video. I have been teasing a little bit about showing a retro gaming setup, but I've been getting rid of so many things, and I want to talk a little bit about the items I have. Currently, I used to have this minimal setup. I have a pre-built computer that I swear will never ever be able to live stream. It is having so many issues, even playing vanilla World of Warcraft right now. I think I paid around $700 like 5 or 6 years ago now, so it is old. Most of the items, if not all, are budget. I really want to keep down the costs of living, since I have not had a lot of energy to actually game. I like being out in nature, having friends over. I like going out to eat good food. I really gotten into cooking and baking once again, and it is not my top priority once I get home from work to sit down and do any kind of gaming. Though I did find this wonderful chair, it is the best office chair I ever had, and I bought it from a Swedish, more low price store named Jysk. It was half price off, and I only paid like $40 for it, and it's the best one I've ever had. The only thing I've been wanting is some kind of LED strip behind the desk, and that is because I have very bad vision in the dark, and during the dark evenings I have a really hard time seeing what I'm doing in front of the computer. But I am quite a lot looking forward to recovering from surgery and playing on the World of Warcraft anniversary servers when the Burning Crusade is releasing. I think this will probably be the last time I am gaming in my adult life. I am really looking forward. I think my best nostalgic moment in gaming World of Warcraft was actually during the Burning Crusade back in the day. That is when I started gaming, and it feels like such a good moment to stop. I am not buying the new expansions. I could care less about player housing. I don't enjoy the lore. It is too much of a modern game for me, and that is not what I truly love and want for myself. I decided to only frame 2 of my World of Warcraft TCG fine art prints, which, if I'm not mistaken, are both from the Dark Portal expansion. It is Tyrande Whisperwind and a warrior ability. I think they look wonderful and whimsical and just looks like a great gaming setup. And of course, I will never ever be able to get rid of some of my favorite items, even if I quit gaming. One of them is this massive Vanguard of Terror. Can I show you the bottom? These are very hard to find, and they are heavy. They are truly heavy. It is such a great whimsical item, and I do think it goes great with my love for cooking. Then of course I have on display my latest object to the collection. It is the absolutely wonderful silver-bound treasure chest, which goes great with the classic feeling of the game and what I'm going for. It has this key that you can actually lock it with. Such a cute little piece that I do love. And of course, who can forget my pride and joy? The World of Warcraft figurine. The gnome warrior with the Ashbringer riding a Meccano strider. This must be the most beautiful piece of figures they ever did for World of Warcraft. I used to think how detailed it is, how it is painted. It's really a magnificent piece, and I love having this on display in my home. What I use for my computer is this retro original mouse pad from 2004, I think this was produced in. It is with the original loading screen, with the male dwarf on the griffin riding over what I think is supposed to be the wetlands. It is very flimsy, and it is not comparable to today's desk mats, but I do truly love it. It makes me feel like a child again. And then my probably absolute favorite of them all, the original still working keyboard with the vanilla World of Warcraft layout. With male orc and idle female outside of the city. I do have some more items I want to show you, so don't worry. This keyboard is truly a relic. You switch the layouts by opening this, and you can take out the whole key set and switch the interface. The rest of this video will be me showing you some of my most treasured World of Warcraft items that are not on my current gaming display, but that I keep, I love, I cherish, and that I won't probably ever be able to get rid of. As mentioned, once this computer breaks down, I will be done with gaming. I have been having plans on getting into live streaming. I really want to be doing that, this kind of live ASMR or just chit-chatting with you. But I'm not probably going to do any sort of real-time gaming live streams. My computer cannot tolerate that, and I'm not planning on buying a new setup for like $3,000 or $4,000 just for a hobby that I do think will disappear with time. I have so many plans for my life and for this channel. I want to get into making more lifestyle content, ASMR lifestyle content, and more traditional ASMR. I am a little bit nervous about role plays, but who knows? I am really looking forward to this year and my future. I feel like this will be a great new start, and I will update you once I am alright. So let's get into the segment where I show you my favorite World of Warcraft collection items, and let's reminisce in childhood together. It is a little bit hard showing off this last couple of items. You will see my big and massive blue Jedi that I would not recommend as an ASMR microphone. It is too chunky here on the side. I am currently recording on my new living room table, so just hear me out, try to enjoy this. Of course, we have my all-time favorite Holy Grail, my World of Warcraft TCG Heroes of Azeroth collection in the very rare World of Warcraft binder. This was truly not the best way for recording. It is already kind of dark, but I am only missing 8 cards as of now, and I do love being on the hunt instead of just ordering them online. Once I have this completed, I will make a updated Holy Grail was released back in 2006. Here we have an absolute icon, Leroy Jenkins. One of the rarest cards. I paid a really good price for it, you know. It usually goes for like $60. I found it for under 20. These are not worth a lot today. The World of Warcraft TCG game got cancelled during Mist of Pandaria. Here's Warchief Thrall and Warlord Goretooth. Some cards are worth a little bit, but you know, it's a dead game just for the nostalgia. Chromie. But I love pulling this bad boy out at night and just flipping through the pages of this true nostalgic beauty. I will never ever get rid of this. It is too important for me. I want to show you the last page. This is my personal collection. Up in the corner we have Sapped Giants, which is the last quest or TCG card out of the set. But then I have the 2 promo cards for Wrath of the Lich King and the 3 promo cards from the Burning Crusade. And you could only get these cards from the collector's editions. I am missing the 2 cards from Cataclysm. And after that they quit the TCG game. But over here I have an unscratched loot card, just for the nostalgia of it. Papa Hummel's old-fashioned best biscuit. And the really good thing about this folder or binder, the backside has an Horde interface, while the other side is Alliance. You can choose if you're an Alliance or Horde player. Then I have 3 World of Warcraft TCG playmats that I will never ever be able to get rid of. First up is the one for the Heroes of Azeroth TCG set, which was the first one. It is set in Alterac Valley with a male orc warrior and a female human mage. It is such a beautiful disc mat. One of my all-time favorites and main cosplays I want to create to next winter is the one for the Feast of Winterveil, which is the Christmas event in World of Warcraft. I used to love this sexy blood elf female so much. And with my favorites, the goblins all around. What a mesmerizing piece of gaming history. And the last one for now, I'm trying to get a hold of 2 more, which is the one from the Darkmoon Fair with Silas Darkmoon, and the one for Brewfest with the Drunken Goblin on a ram. But this is for Noble Garden, which might be my favorite all-time festive season in World of Warcraft, which is Easter. We have the this grumpy little goblin as an Easter bunny, looting all the Easter or noble garden eggs. These are absolutely wonderful. If I could, I would frame these and have them on my wall as art. I love them so much. These are great for any kind of TCG gaming. And then of course I have my newest edition that I got for Christmas, and a video will coming on this one. The new flavors of Azeroth and the official original cookbook. I am still planning on creating cooking ASMR videos with these ones. I will never ever get rid of these books. I love cooking and I love these cookbooks. Then of course we have the Alliance art card set for the World of Warcraft raiding card game. These are the box I used for the frames with the prints over my little gaming station. I did have a really hard time choosing between different prints because they are simply too beautiful. There are some amazing prints in this box that you can switch out between, and I have, of course, ASMR videos unboxing this box from a couple of years ago. Now I truly feel like a hoarder collecting items. Too many items. But I have a second keyboard, seaboard, because I'm really afraid of the first one breaking down. But this beauty comes with the Burning Crusade layout, which will be fantastic for the anniversary servers. Thank you all so much for watching this Ramble update, showing my very lackluster setup, talking about how I want to become more minimalistic, and maybe that already shows. I am truly grateful for your support, you watching me. I hope everything will go good and that I will come back stronger than ever. I